Hi, I'm Trisha, and welcome to Flew the Coop. I know I promised that I would be back on here and telling you about my adventure at another woman's meetup, but as I was editing the last video that I put up, it occurred to me that I can't keep doing that. I can't keep making videos about all the stuff and the stress that I'm feeling because I was stressed the other day about the HOA just a couple days ago. And what I did was I took action. I wrote a letter, said, I'm done, you know, and it felt good. And I took some of my power back and I went and got a box and started boxing up some stuff and everything. Of course, um, the vice president, she did not like that at all. And I love her. I do. And so I couldn't really do that to her. I says, I'll give you some time. And so it's still a few weeks away. It's almost like retiring and you can't hand your job over because there's nobody to take it. So, um, but once I said, this is what I'm doing, I took action and a lot of that stress just left. And that's what I've got to do with everything. When I was watching that last video, um, I could think back. And my first videos, I did a lot of complaining about taking care of my mother in law for a year and everything. Of course, I was going through a lot of grief and a lot of stuff then, but I don't want to carry that on. And so when I took action with my mother in law and I did what I wanted to do, and we get along so much better, it is so great now. So, action. I've got to start taking action. And when something goes wrong, like when my car broke down, when I break down myself is when I'm talking to my children, and I expect it to be like when I talk to my husband and I would say the car's broke down, and he would take the action. He would call somebody, he would take care of it all. And now that is my job. And I have to put on my big girl panties and do it. And I'm okay until I'm talking to other people and I go back to this here like somebody help me, that I'm not helpless. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, yes, I'm going to grieve my husband most likely for the rest of my life. And I'm going to have bad days, but I can't put that list and take that list as a whole and say, I've got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do. Oh, that broke down now. Add that to the list. Do that, do that, do that, do that. And then gripe about it because everybody has problems. Everyone out there has problems. And all you widows and widowers out there, I understand what you're going through. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but I can't let it get me down. And that's not to say I'm going to forget him, I'm going to leave him, or anything else. I'm just going to live with him the way that he is now. And the way he is now, I can't communicate with him. I know he's praying for me and watching over me, but I need to just do this stuff myself because he's not going to be able to do it. And that time in my life is gone. It's gone. I can't get it back. I can't change a thing about it. So, and I know some things and I don't tell people about them that are my worries. Um, and I may not be able to travel that much longer. I may not be able to do the things that I've always done. And I'm not going to let that stop me right now because I can do it right now. So I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to do and enjoy life each day. And I'm taking back my power because I am a widow. and I have to do all this stuff myself, but I don't have to do it all right now. And I don't have to do all of it right now because I'm contacting somebody. Well, my nephew, he does painting and everything. And I'm thinking, why should I sit out there and paint that deck? Because that's going to take me days. So I'm asking him to do it. And then there's some wood that's rotted on the house, and I'm asking him to do it. And um, fortunately, I do have enough money to pay somebody to do it. And once it's done, it's done. And I don't have to have that on my list. That was the action that I decided to take. Yeah, I could paint the deck myself, and I could talk one of my kids into going and getting me some wood. I know how to cut wood. I could probably fix it myself. As far as this shed is a mess. And I always wanted to fix it up. I got my grandma's baker's cabinet back there. And there's a table and chairs. You can't see it. I wanted to turn it into a she shed, and I still can. Um, Dead ant. So, anyways, I don't like those great big ants. I carried one inside because I was out pulling some weeds, and when I got inside, it must have fell out of my hair. I know it's a rat's nest. It's an ant's nest too, on the cabinet, and it's just like I don't want them in the house. Don't want them, and I don't want that one in my shed. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm kind of seeing myself and seeing what's happening. And I know every time that I've got really frustrated is like when I've wanted other people to help me get my stuff done and to fix it for me. And the things that I've done myself, when I look back, I went from not pumping my own gas, not going to the grocery store by myself, not paying with a charge card or anything. And I've been going on trips by myself and getting the fuel and doing all that. So I can do it. And it, I'm not upset when I'm doing it. I'm fine. I didn't explode or nothing. You know, um, and I have to concentrate on those positives, and it'll all get done. It'll all get done. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am taking my power back because over this 7 months, when I look back at the things that I've done, I'm really proud of myself. And I don't want to keep bringing myself down by concentrating on the negativity because that just weakens me. And I have to be strong, or I just sit on the couch and give up. And I don't want to do that. I just do not want to do that. I want to enjoy life, and I'm going to enjoy it. I have the wonderful memories of my husband, and I will always have those. And it's not ours now, it is mine. And I'm just going to take it one day at a time, but I'm not going to look at it as one little piece at a time. And I'm not even going to worry about it. I was worrying because when I got that cab and I had to, pick up the keys and had to return the keys, and they sent me an email saying they didn't get the keys, and I had my son return the keys. I knew he was very responsible and would have returned them, but I couldn't get a hold of him to find out. And this letter was not a nice letter. It was not. And about how I would be banned. They said I would be barred, but and from ever getting the cabin or any of the other buildings again. And I was sitting there and I was freaking out. But why? He turned the key in. He didn't have this. They didn't have the slip to sign. The guy that I called when I finally, because I had found this email in the middle of the morning, really early in the morning, and I couldn't call yet, said yes, they didn't they didn't have it, that they, and he took the keys and he's just going to find the keys for me. Well, why didn't you tell somebody the next day that you took the key, or put them in an envelope and the next day, or put it on the desk of somebody that would know? But anyways, it all worked out. Um, so all that time of stressing from like 3 o'clock in the morning when I found the email till the next day when I could call and find out, if he did turn in the keys, because he was clear up in Toledo. And yeah, I should have just trusted that it didn't matter. I would take care of it. I don't know why. I always look at the negative of everything, and I've got to stop that because it'll kill me, and I don't want to be killed. so, so, anyways, I am going to give you that video about the fun time that I had at the women's meetup, and tell you all about the all wonderful women as soon as I get time. But I got excited when I found out what I was doing that was bringing me down. And I was getting into a little bad spot there. And it was all, I was concentrating on the bad. Oh, the garage door broke. Okay, but I got another garage door. It's kind of broke, but you can get it up and down, And I'm going to get new garage doors as soon as I find which kind I want and what company I want to go with. So it's all good. Um, my husband had told me before he passed away to get new garage doors. We knew they were going bad. So um, I can't concentrate on it broke. I can't concentrate on the car broke because it's broke down 3 times on me. But it was all from the same thing. And so I got really good news yesterday. Um, I went and picked up my car. And I did not even know that the mechanic had picked me up in my own car and took me back. Because I had such a hard time getting up in the car, and where the electric had went out in it and everything, the seat was all jacked down and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I thought it was just some kind of car and I had a hard time to get in it, but it didn't have a running board. So when I went to get in it, I says, that's not working. So it took him a long time, hooking up those little machines to find out stuff. And in the end, it was turned off. It had turned itself off when the car all went dead and everything. And so there's probably more things I'll have to find, but I've got to read that book. But I did find out how you can stop that stupid car from every time you stop at a light, shutting down and then restarting. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen. So it does have a button that you just have to push it every time you get in it. Don't even understand why that would be a thing. It seems like it would mess up your starter all the time. And I can remember when we first got it, my husband said, there's something wrong with this car. It keeps stalling out. No, it's made to do that. Why? I don't know. And I don't care now because I know where the button is. What I was there, because I was doing that. I was like thinking, this video, I cannot post it because I did this or I did that. Well, I guess I'm just giving everything up, but I'm not giving up joy, and I'm not giving up life, and I'm not giving up all of you guys, because you are the best thing for this channel. And I enjoy all your comments, and I hope you stick with me as I move forward, because I am. It is Flew the Coop, and that's what it was made for. I was going to, I was retired, but my husband was going to retire, and we were just going to fly the coop and do stuff. So I'm still going to fly the coop and do stuff. And yeah, I got to fix my coop because I don't have chickens now. You see it? It's over there. But so I don't know. I'm just going to get this one posted. I like to keep the videos around 15 minutes because who wants to watch an hour-long video? So, later, taters. Bye for now. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Trisha, and I just flew the coop.